So today we're going to play out the career of Seiya Suzuki, the man from Japan, who signed with the Cubs on a 5-year deal and is doing really well. So with that being said, how are we going to play out his career? How are things going to work? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take over the Cubs. We're going to turn the contracts off and everything else is going to be left alone. That's just what we're going to do. Everything here is going to be set to auto manage because I am not going to do anything. I'm not doing a rebuild. I'm not trying to focus on building up the Cubs. I'm not trying to focus on trades or signings or anything like that. The only thing I'm worried about is following the career of Seiya Suzuki, currently signed to a 5-year deal with the Cubs. We'll see what happens. Does he stay with the Cubs for the rest of his career? Does he go to another team? Does he just retire after the 5 years? We'll have to wait and see. So with that being said, let's talk about Seiya Suzuki. And currently an 82 overall. Like I said, the 5-year deal that he did sign with the Cubs is accurate here. This is the attributes, and you're probably thinking, well, he's an 82 overall. That's pretty good. Well, if you look at his hitting stats, they're okay, right? They're a little bit below 70. But the thing is, the durability, fielding, and speed actually have a really heavy weight in the way that overall is. And if you look at this, right, you see these numbers, you go, you know what? 82 is pretty high. And you're like, yeah, that is. But let me show you this player named Corey Seager who plays for the Rangers. And he's an 80 overall, right? But then you look at his hitting stats and they're a lot better than what Seiya Suzuki has. And you can see because his fielding is lower, he's actually, you kind of see what's going on there. I bet you if I bumped up his fielding up to like a 70, he'd probably be close to a 90 overall. He might even be a 90 overall. So fielding weighs very, very heavily in the way overall works. And I'm trying to think of another player that could potentially be a good example, like someone that's got like crazy fielding, but like really bad hitting, like Buxton. Like look at Buxton's hitting stats, right? Like they're not good. They're not good. He never does well in franchise, but look at the fielding, look at the speed, and he's a 93 overall. So you see what I'm saying? So if you really look at what Seiya Suzuki's overall is, if you really take a look at it, he's probably sitting somewhere around like a mid 70-ish, something like that. Maybe a little bit lower than that, maybe like a low 70 to mid 70. And I think this is a good starting point for what Seiya Suzuki is. So here we go. 5 years with the Cubs. Let's see how his career plays out. All right, so we're at the All-Star break and let's take a look. Let's see, is Seiya Suzuki All-Star in his first year? He is not. He is not. We'll save what he's doing throughout the year for the end of the season, but we'll leave it there. I'm also kind of interested to see how the trade deadline plays out for the Cubs. What do they do? Garrett Whitlock goes to the Cubs for Alcantara and Jensen. Okay, and then when we take a look here, transactions, completed transactions, we're gonna go to the Cubs. Garrett Whitlock, they've acquired Elvis Andrews. Fran Mills on the Cubs for Ian Happ and Ha-Seong Kim. Some interesting trades there. Definitely some interesting trades. I don't hate the Fran Mill pickup, but for Ian Happ, I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe it is. Maybe we'll see how it is. But the Ha-Seong Kim, I don't like that pickup at all. That's, yikes. Ugh. So the Cubs somehow made it to the postseason in their first year as a wildcard team taking on the Braves. And so let's go take a look. We've got an award. What is it going to be? It's going to be a couple gold gloves. And then we got Rookie of the Year for Seiya Suzuki. As you can see, Juan Soto here is the MVP alongside Mike Trout on the other side, who clearly ran away with it. High average, 10 triples, doubles, home runs, all that good stuff. But look, Mike Trout, it's just not fair. Like, he's too good in franchise, and then you throw Ohtani, who's also like too good. It's just not fair. So we take a look at the Cy Young. You got DeGrom and Tyler Glasnow, Mike Trout, as well as Juan Soto. Blake Trinan, Andrew Chafin are your relievers of the year. And then the Rookie of the Year was Nick Pratto and Seiya Suzuki, who hit 257 with 26 home runs and 82 RBIs. But it also looks like he's going up very, very quickly, especially with the hitting stats, which is awesome to see. Any quirks? Unbreakable. That's because he has 99 durability. MLB stats, he played 160 games, had 32 doubles, 8 triples, and 26 home runs, along with 22 stolen bases, which is pretty impressive. OPS just a tad under 800, but for the most part, not a bad season. Not a bad season. Definitely wish it was a little bit better, but not too bad at all, finishing with a 1.6 WAR. Okay. I mean, not bad. Not bad. I definitely think could have been a little bit better for sure. You know, like 800 OPS isn't bad. On base percentage, a tad low. Average is a little bit low, but we'll see how it continues to grow. Or yeah, go. And how he continues to grow, if he does grow. 27 years old. He's actually the same age as Ohtani, which Ohtani's got a little bit of a head start on him because he's been in the league for a few seasons. But you know what? Same age, just Ohtani pitches and Seiya Suzuki doesn't. So that's kind of an interesting fact there that they're the same age. But let's see what happens here in the postseason. I mean, they made it against the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers beat them, and the Dodgers end up winning the World Series. So that's season 1 in the books. Rookie of the year, check, done, completed. I mean, that's the only chance he gets, right? Because he can't be a rookie anymore. But there's that. Let's see how this continues. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what moves the Cubs make, who they continue to bring back, who they release, who they trade, all that good stuff. And of course, what's up with Seiya Suzuki? So season 2, some moves were made. Oscar Mercado. What? How did... Okay, let's take a look, see what happened here. Oh, no, I don't want complete. I want transactions, roster history. Okay, so what do we have here? Whit Merrifield was a free agent signing on a 1-year deal for $5 million. Aaron Nola, a big move. That's a pretty big contract right there. What else do we have? What other moves? Lorenzen, Matt Beatty. We've got, who else? Kolarek, Eichhoff. Oscar Mercado was a free agent signing. And Jose Alvarez. And I think that's it. I think that gets us caught up. So definitely some moves were made. Some additions, some subtractions. Did they bring back Wilson Contreras? It doesn't look like they did. So there's that. And then pitching wise, you know, with the additions of Nola, so they signed, oh, there, okay, there's Whitlock. I forgot he's a closer. I was confusing him for a second with Tanner Houck, who's the starter on the Red Sox. So they've got the closer in Whitlock. They've added Aaron Nola, which is an interesting move. Corey Kluber, I completely missed that signing, and a couple bullpen arms as well. So interesting look for the Cubs, but we're here for Seiya Suzuki to see how he does in the second season. We've got kind of a big interdivision trade here. Nico Horner for Tyler Bro Neal and Dylan Carlson. What? So the Cubs continue to bring in more and more outfielders, and I don't really understand what's going on here. We've got Witt at first base. We've got Suzuki, Franmil, Tyler O'Neill, Dylan Carlson, just traded for Brett Phillips. We've got Frazier. We've got Hayward, Mercado, Canario, Christian Franklin. We've got Brennan Davis, Picro Armstrong. It just doesn't make sense. What is the reasoning behind all these trades? It just doesn't. It does. What is the reasoning behind the move? It makes no sense. I thought this was fixed. So another playoff appearance for the Cubs, and they won the division at 89-73. League leaders Franmil and Witt for a couple stats. I'm not too worried about the other stuff around the league. MVP for Franmil, yeah, sure, okay, that's fine. What do we have? Silver Slugger for anything? Maybe a Gold Glove. I actually would have gotten a notification for that. So no awards, no league leading stats, and Seiya Suzuki is our leadoff hitter. He's hitting 243 with 20 home runs, 32 doubles, and 24 stolen bases. So a little bit of a step back from last season. And you can see the lefty numbers went down. Vision's not really going up. Discipline's going up though. Clutch is going up. Hitting stats are going up. I think this is going to be one of those where it's going to take like 3-4 seasons, but once we get there, it's just going to skyrocket. Numbers are going to be crazy. We're going to see something really good. The thing I'm worried about is with all these outfielders, he's not going to get playing time. I think he might get moved to the bench, or he's going to be shipped somewhere else. There's just too many outfielders on this roster. It makes no sense at all. So season 2's in the books. It's not going too great. How does the postseason go? Eliminated first round, kind of like last year was. And I mean, that's two seasons in the books. Let's see what happens with season 3, especially with all these roster moves that are happening. I might need to turn it down just a little bit. The trades, maybe 1 or 2 notches. So the team is continuing to just go shake up. It literally just seems like they're throwing a bunch of names in a barrel, shaking it up, and just picking them out and being like, yeah, sounds good. Let's sign them to the team, because this team is like a completely different Chicago Cubs squad. Barely any of the original players I mean, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. What about pitching though? I guess Stroman, Hendricks, Alzolay, there you go. And then just, again, it's just kind of chaos all over the place. Okay. So, I mean, they still have Brendan Davis down there. So, I mean, he's there. Kind of hoping he can get a shot. But with the 97 outfielders, I don't think that's going to happen. So, no all-star appearances through 2 years. No awards through 2 years besides the Rookie of the Year. I'm hoping this is the year where he really breaks out. We have our first all-star appearance, even though he's hitting 251. So I don't really understand it. I don't at all. I mean, you're looking at his attributes. I mean, I feel like he would be a little bit better. I don't really understand it. I don't. He's an all-star though, so I can't complain. There it is. And the Cubs are in first. So far, so good. So another division win for the Cubs. There we go, taking on the winner of the wild card. 98 wins for them, league leaders. Pitching and Fran Mill. Fran Mill's just popping off, huh? It's just Fran Mill's world, and we're living in it. Sadly, it's not Suzuki's world, and that's kind of what I was hoping it would be. No gold gloves. Doesn't even look like he's in the picture, and it looks like there's just way too many trades happening. So we're gonna have to do something about that, because can't be having that. So I'm just gonna do that right now. Let's tone it down even more, because for some reason trades are still just absolutely wild. I mean, the team, you can see it's still changing quite a bit. Let's say a Suzuki up to a 90 overall, but like, honestly, is that a 90 overall stat? Fine. I don't know. Quirks. We got hitting machine. We got 3 years left on the deal. Actually, it'll be 2 years after this year. And honestly, we're still kind of sitting around the same stat line. Nothing is really jumping off the page. Stolen bases are great and all, but like, you know, you're still sitting around mid-20s home runs, which is still respectable. Mid-30s for doubles, respectable. Hit line, 170 hits. But like the on-base percentage, I need that to go up. Average, we need that to be elevated. OPS, I want to see that well into the 800s. We're just not getting it yet. Maybe this will be the year, because I'm starting to see these numbers go up and up and up. I want to see the actual like statistic line go up and up and up. So 3 years in, pretty disappointing, but maybe we'll have a breakout season soon. Oh yeah, Cubs got defeated first round. What a surprise. They lose to the Dodgers, who ended up going to the World Series, and losing to the Angels. So there's that. Miguel Cabrera finishes his career with 3,000 hits and 508 home runs. So impressive. All right, you might see a shakeup with the roster here with like 97 players that became free agents. At least that's what it looked like. So we'll see what happens. And we may be getting that breakout year. It only took a couple seasons. It took till he was about 30 to really figure it out. And as you can see, the numbers are going up and up and up. He's a 93 overall. The quirks, still no quirks. But as you can see, 22 home runs. So he's already almost tallied his career high. 21 doubles. And OPS, slugging, on base percentage, and average are looking nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing. He is an all-star. That's why I'm pointing this out. Let's keep going. So Cubs 104 and 58. Things are looking good for the Cubs. I mean, maybe they just needed a complete roster shakeup to make the things work. League leaders, Kyle Hendricks. That was it. Okay. What about the awards? Rookie of the Year for Christian Hernandez. Nothing else. Man, Christian Hernandez kind of raked. Like really raked. I want to see if I get a gold glove. No. Oh, it was just shy of a gold glove. What about a silver slugger? Because they don't always give you notifications for silver sluggers. But now, Seiya Suzuki, 94 overall. The guy is just this is what I was looking for. He's finally getting that MLB service time up. 4 years in the bigs. This is what we needed. That comfortable feeling where he's gonna start to pop off. 37 doubles, 36 home runs, 186 hits, almost 100 RBIs, 25 stolen bases. So he's sitting around the mid-20s for stolen bases. But the average, the on-base percentage, the slugging, the OPS, it's all looking good. And so far through his career, the WAR at 12.3, 6.2 this year. It's pretty impressive. I kind of want to see where he ranked WAR-wise. So let's take a look here. Where are we? Batting WAR, he was 10.1 for Acuna. So 6.2 put him in the 10th spot for the NL. So not bad at all. Okay, so postseason time, how is this gonna play out for the Cubs? It is they win for once, but now going against the Mets, they win again, and now they're in the World Series. And They are one game away. So you know what? Let's hop into this one. Let's see how Seiya Suzuki does in the World Series away at Angel Stadium. And I guess Hendricks takes the mound. Seiya Suzuki in the 3 spot. He's actually being DH in this lineup, which is interesting. So let's take a look. How are we gonna do? Seiya Suzuki gets on base, and then Brennan Davis does, and then he sack bunts. You got the best hitter on the team, and you're gonna sack bunt with him. Okay, Franmil goes, you know what? I got you, coach. 2-run home run, and runner was thrown out going home. Oh, okay. So no run score there. Let me take a look at this team. Conforto, Edmundo Sosa, Trout, Gallo, Walsh, Gleyber Torres, Rendon, Matt Chapman, and I think it's like Daniel Veyoyin. I think that's who it is. It is. Okay, so no run score. What's going to happen here? Brennan Davis, double play, ends the inning. Can't remember where Ohtani went. I think he went to the Twins. That might have been what happened, but 2-1, still super early in the game. Still a really close game. Only 1 run separating the 2 teams. Nothing's happening though. Nothing's happening at all. And I'm like, man, where's the offense? Double play, great. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Just love double plays. Kind of like the Cubs in real life, leading the league in double plays. I think they're at 18 already on the year, 17 or 18. They're one of those 2 numbers. 2-1 still. Suzuki might get what? 1 more appearance this game, as Kyle Hendricks is staying into the game way too long, and probably should take him out. We'll go Braylon Marquez gets the strikeout, and here we go. Brennan Davis single, Seiya Suzuki fielder's choice, a walk, double play, and I guess you would go to Whitlock here, lefty, righty, or Hoyer, just because Whitlock's a little tired, and home run for Rendon. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, what is going on here? Amir Garrett on the Cubs, which is wild to see. A strikeout, a single, a fielder's choice, a double for Christian Hernandez. Madrigal brings in 1 run. Brennan Davis loads the bases with the walk. This is a chance for Seiya Suzuki to really put a stamp on this game. 0 for 3, and he hits a grand slam in extra innings, his only hit of the game, and he really does it. Big time player, and that has to be game right there. 9-2. Go Ramirez and see if he could close out the game. 2-run home run. Don't even mess with it. Bring in Whitlock. That's the game. That's the World Series. Cubs World Series champions. Awards. Franmil is your playoff and your postseason MVP. Let's see how Suzuki did. 242 average, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, which is pretty impressive. There it is. There he is. No MVPs, but you know what? There it is. 1 World Series in the book. Another All-Star appearance. That's what it is. I was gonna say another. I don't know what I was gonna say. Another All-Star appearance. Okay. It looks like we're starting to really see him pop off. So we've got what, 1 more. Oh, this is the last year, and he's got a year of arbitration. It'll be interesting to see what happens, but there it is. Let's see if we can make another postseason appearance with Seiya Suzuki and the Cubs. But right now, I mean, Seiya Suzuki is looking pretty good. So another division win, 105-57. Okay. Seiya Suzuki had the most doubles, the best batting average, the most hits, and the most runs. Okay, let's take a look here. 205 hits. What about doubles? 53 doubles, the most in the majors. Triples, how'd he do with triples? Did he have any? He was tied for 10th. Home runs, was he in the mix here at all? Maybe like 30s? Doesn't look like 30s. Oh, 29, so just shy of 30. Stolen bases is probably another area that I'm assuming he did pretty well in. 39 is league leading. What did he get? Oh man, he looks like he dropped off quite a bit stolen base wise. 11 this year. Interesting. Awards: NL Rookie of the Year and a Silver Slugger. Not even in the mix for MVP, but he wins his first Silver Slugger. No Gold Glove, but a Silver Slugger is pretty impressive. So that's the first kind of like major accolade besides an All-Star and a Rookie of the Year for Seiya Suzuki. So he can put that in his trophy cabinet. Let's take a look here, see how he did as a whole. 96 overall, 31 years old. Quirks, still kind of the same ones. So what do we have here? 53 doubles, which is impressive. Last year, I didn't even notice he had 10 triples, 29 home runs, just shy of 100 RBIs. So he hasn't eclipsed the 100 RBIs yet, but a 319 average, 405 on base percentage, and a 555 slugging, along with the 963 OPS. A lot of double plays. A lot of double plays. So yikes. 7.6 WAR though. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So it's going to be tough for him to really put up like crazy numbers that like make him Hall of Fame worthy, but almost 1,000 hits, just shy of 150 home runs. So we'll see. Maybe he's a guy that ends up playing into his 40s and ends up hitting like 300 plus home runs, a couple thousand hits. Maybe he has a chance for the Hall of Fame. And I totally forgot to mention that we got eliminated from the postseason. The Dodgers ended up going to the World Series to take on the Mariners. So I guess I should take a look and kind of see what's going on. Let's see if he re-signs with the Cubs first. If he does, we'll take a look around the league. If he doesn't, we'll still take a look around the league. Cubs get Jonathan India. Okay, I keep forgetting. It's arbitration. This is officially his last year. But look at the team. Castellanos, India, Jazz Chisholm's in the team. What? Okay, what's the pitching looking like? I mean, they're spending money on pitching too. This team's insane. All right, so last year with the Cubs, potentially, Seiya Suzuki. He'll be 32 at the end of the season. Is he going to be a Cub for the rest of the year? Or are we looking at someone who's going to explore different options? All right, we might as well just give him all-star appearances every season going forward, because, I mean, he's starting to really pop off. Another one for him. All right, so another division win for the Cubs, but let's see. Did Seiya win another league leading runs? I guess that's kind of cool. 377 for Harper? Good Lord. All right, so that's not going to be an award for Seiya Suzuki, at least. It ain't happening with that kind of stuff. He did win another Silver Slugger, 2 in a row, 41 home runs. Pretty impressive. Like to see that. So here we go. Seiya Suzuki, 98 overall, 32 years old. Final season with the Cubs, potentially. He's starting to lose his speed a little bit. But as you can see, 41 home runs, eclipsed 100 RBIs for the first time. All right. 36 doubles, just shy of 200 hits. And there are his numbers. So with 6 years of MLB service time, where does he stand WAR-wise? 27.8. 27.8. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Does he stay with the Cubs? First, we got to do some postseason work, though. Nope, no postseason work being done. Season's over. Is he staying with the Cubs? Is he going? What is going to happen? Let's see here. Let's see. Did he sign it? He did. Signed another 5-year deal. It looks like a max deal. So he'll be here till he's 38. All right. So again, things are looking pretty good for the Cubs. But Seiya Suzuki, 316 average. Oh no. No. We're not doing this. MLB The Show. He's not even that old. What about a Silver Slugger? Give him a Silver Slugger. 3 in a row. You gotta love it. He's just gonna have a cabinet, just silver bats. That's it. He can't win anything else, but he's gonna get that cabinet, silver bats. That's gonna be his. So let's take a look at how the league is shaping up. You can see the overall starting to dip a little bit, which is super disappointing because he's only 33. He's only been in the league for 7 years, and obviously he spent a portion of his career in Japan. But man, really, we're starting to decrease already. 200 home runs in his career, just shy of 40 doubles this season. I mean, that's a 400 on base percentage. You can't complain about that at all. That's beautiful. Seiya Suzuki's putting in the work. I'm afraid that MLB The Show might end his career a little bit sooner than it needs to. I did say we were gonna take a quick little gander around the league, see how everything's starting to pan out. It's interesting. I'm seeing some names that are a little wild. Adley Rutschman, 95. I guess we are kind of into the future, right? Like we are going to see some of these prospects start to take off. We're going to see some drafted players start to hop into the league as well, like Sammy Benson, who looks like he absolutely mashes, and he does. 387 on base percentage. Yeah, we're starting to see some of the younger guys pop up. We're starting to see some of the older players start to regress as well. I'm just hoping Seiya Suzuki at least kind of hits close to 40 before he starts to regress. Because I mean, that'll be about what, 10 years in the majors. That makes a little bit of sense, right? Like I feel like that'll be a good career in the majors, but realistically, we're probably going to see him regress at like 35. We probably got like one more year left before he really falls off. And then it's just all downhill from there, which would suck. And I hope it's not the case, but it might be. So Seiya Suzuki, 97. Let's see what happens. I mean, he's still putting up really good numbers. He needs 97 home runs to get to the 300 club. I mean, he's only at 1,200 hits. I mean, to make the Hall of Fame, it's still a pretty big case. But let's see what happens. Do they push forward in the postseason? They do. They're moving, they're grooving. They're in the World Series facing the Twins. And they are... Oh, game 7. I mean, we got to do it once more, right? I feel like that's fitting. Seiya Suzuki's there. Wrigley Field. Game 7. Aaron Nola. Take the mound. Take the wheel. Lead us to victory. Acuna's on the Twins. Wow. Okay. That's impressive. Suzuki. I mean... Talk about what you need to do. Hit a home run, right? Like, what more could you ask for? Like, not much. He did everything that he needed to. All right, he's up next inning. Can he do it again? Nope, he grounds out. Okay, that didn't happen. Don't worry about it. Next at bat. Next at bat, he'll do it again. I feel it. I feel it in my loins. It's coming. It's coming for sure. Bases loaded for Acuna. Fielder's choice, and he gets out of the jam. Ground out. Yeah, just skip that part. It didn't happen. First and third, and a 3-run home run for PCA makes it a 4-run game. And I think that might be it. Bases loaded after the Suzuki walk. 3-run score on the bases clearing double. Jonathan India does the business. Turn it over to the bullpen. Go. Why is there so many lefties? How many lefties do you need? There's no way you need that many lefties. Keegan Thompson comes in, allows a 2-run home run, allows a double, but gets out of the inning. Jazz Chisholm, Brennan Davis, PCA. Not much happening that inning. Let's let Keegan Thompson close it out. Back. Nope. Not back to back, but a second World Series for Seiya Suzuki. Is he an MVP? No, not at all. That's unfortunate. How did he do this postseason? Pretty disappointing. 5 home runs and 13 RBIs though. So like there's that. The average is kind of bad, but still putting up some decent numbers. So the Cubs continue to dominate the Central, and Seiya Suzuki, how we doing? Hi France. No, that's not who I want to see. I want to see Seiya Suzuki gets the Gold Glove. It's a Gold Glove. What about a Silver Slugger? Another Silver Slugger. I'm telling you, it's just gonna be a cabinet of nothing but silver bats, but he does get a Gold Glove to add to it, so a little bit of a different metal going in the cabinet. Let's see how he did. 97 overall. We might have seen the peak. This might be the peak for Seiya Suzuki at 34 years old, 8 years in the majors at this point. He now has the accurate arm, the sniper quirk, and he's still got a couple years left on his deal, so we'll have to wait and see how things pan out. 36 home runs, tying his second best. I almost said career high, but I forgot he did hit 41 one year. 38 doubles, 177 hits. I mean, look at the numbers. Numbers are looking spicy. I'm liking what I'm seeing. WAR for his career, sitting at 42 exactly. I wonder where that puts him in terms of other players around the league. Let me take a look. Let's take a look. Let's go to the end here. We can probably go all the way over to WAR. We'll do not pitchers, and I don't want toggle. Yeah, here we go. I was gonna say I'm doing this wrong, but I definitely was. Where is WAR? Freddie Freeman's got 90 WAR. Mike Trout at 147. What did we say? He had 42 WAR, I believe it was exactly. So, I mean, he's still kind of in the conversation already compared to, you know, some of the other players in the league. So like he's making a decent run of it, right? I don't know if he'll ever like match up to like what Mike Trout's doing or Freddie Freeman or Acuna or anything like that. Like Acuna's 31, right? Let's see where he kind of ranks like hits and everything wise. So hits wise, Freeman has 3,000. I mean, what? He's at like 1200 or something like that. I totally forgot where he was number wise. Let's see if we can get to it. I mean, it might just be easier to go back to war and see where he stands. So actually, he's comparing pretty close in terms of hits with Shohei, who again is the same age as Seiya. So 1452 for Ohtani and 1432 for Suzuki. Home runs, Ohtani's got a little bit more, just a little bit more. Ohtani's got 366, Suzuki's got 239. RBIs, a little bit of a difference as well. Stolen base is about the same, the average. Okay, so not bad. Home runs wise, he's definitely gonna be a little bit behind. Like Trout's at 580. We just saw that he was sitting around, what was it, 130, 132? Was that what it was? It was 239, 132. What was 132? Where was I pulling that from? 239. I mean, he's gonna need a couple more pretty good seasons to get some good numbers. I mean, 3,000 hits seems pretty unlikely here. 2,000, possibly. He's gonna need some good seasons, but possibly. And let's move into the postseason, see how things go. What do we have going on here? An elimination by the Marlins. That's disappointing. But it was nice to kind of see where Suzuki kind of ranks amongst other players, hits wise, home runs wise, and everything like that. So we're still moving forward with it. Kind of interested to see. We've got like what, a couple more years. So let's get to 10 years of his career, and then we'll probably simulate the rest right from there. All right, so here we go. Season 9 for Seiya Suzuki. How are we looking? I mean, 324 average, pretty impressive. I am noticing though that it is starting to go down. It makes sense. 35 years old. Obviously, he's had part of his career in Japan. He's almost had 10 years in the majors now. Still got 2 years left on his deal. And it does make sense. Like, I'm not saying like, oh no, this is so dumb, it shouldn't be happening. It does make sense. 10 years in the majors and at the age of 35, like that is a little bit of an older age for a player, for sure. Like for anybody, right? 35, yeah, I mean, especially if you've been an athlete for a majority of your career, like 35, your body's gonna have a little bit of wear and tear. You are gonna start to regress a little bit. And I'm not saying that players can't and athletes can't perform at a top level at 35 years old. I'm just saying that, you know, you are going to take a little bit of a step back, right? That's just the way aging works. That's just the way human bodies work. So, you know what? Almost 40 doubles though, almost 30 home runs, and almost 200 hits. I mean, the guy is still an on-base machine. The guy's still putting up a crazy good OPS. Things are looking good. Still stealing quite a few bases as well. 159 in his career. So, yeah. We're going to do one more season, and then I'm just going to fly through the rest of his career. I'm tallying his all-star appearances, his gold gloves, his silver sluggers, all that good stuff. Sadly, no MVPs though, but I'm liking the numbers that I'm seeing. So we are in the postseason as per usual. The Marlins, any revenge? No revenge. Next season. All right, so 10th season in the bigs for Seiya Suzuki. Can he top it off with something special? I still see him in the batting title, kind of like batting average, top of the charts. Any gold glove, Hank Aaron award, rookie of the year for Ed Howard. Ed Howard's just now making his rookie appearance at 29 years old. Really? Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's see, outfield. So no Seiya Suzuki awards here in his 10th season. Still got one more year left on his deal, but as you can see, he is starting to regress and quite a bit versus lefties. Minus 14 power. Yikes. 18 home runs, 38 doubles, 162 hits, 299 average though, almost a 400 on base percentage, and an 888 OPS. So 10 years into the bigs. That's pretty impressive. 36 years old and at a WAR of 52.6. 52.6. So 10 years. Let's do one more check of player stats. We're going to leave it here. Let's go to the whole league. Let's go all time. And let's just kind of see where he stacks at hit wise. It's going to be a little bit lower compared to most, as you can see some of these guys here. But where are we hits wise? Seiya Suzuki, 1785. I still think 2000 is possible. I don't really know if that's like good enough to really do much. Home runs wise, did he hit 300? Shohei has almost 400. 1,600 hits. Let's see where we're at for Seiya. Where are we home runs wise? Am I blinded? I'm not missing. Oh, 285 with almost 1,800 hits. So more hits than Ohtani has, but less home runs. RBIs with almost 1,000. And where, oh man, we're kind of towards the bottom here. Just shy of what Ohtani has. But where are we at? Where are we at? Just shy of 1,000. I think it was like what, 901. Stolen bases, 512 for Turner. Good Lord. Okay. I mean, he's got to be kind of towards the top here because he was actually stealing bases pretty well. 167. Average, he's going to be towards the top at 291 for sure, which is impressive. For sure. I'm really interested to see where he ranks WAR-wise with the rest of the league. So 107 for Acuna, 101 for Harper, 101.4 for Soto. Okay. So does that mean did we miss a Trout retirement? I guess we did. I would assume he made it to the Hall of Fame, but there it is. 52.6. I mean, he's comparing pretty well to some players. You know, like Tatis is up there, Correa. I mean, he's a little bit lower than those guys, but that's kind of where he stands 10 years into the majors. So postseason baseball doesn't last long once again, but there it is. I'll see you guys at the end of his career. So if he changes team, I'm not going to show you. I really just wanted to show you the first 10 years, kind of the peak of his career, the good stuff, because from here on out, oh, there's Trout. He retired right there. And Freddie Freeman and Altuve. So Altuve made it with 27, 84 hits, 300 home runs. Okay. RBI is 1,100. So, I mean, there's still definitely some room to go for Suzuki, but maybe a slight chance. I mean, if the guy plays till he's like 40 and consistently gets hits, there's a chance. But I wanted to show you the peak of his career, because from here on out, he's probably going to play like more of a part-time role, platoon role, maybe a DH. We'll have to wait and see, but I definitely think it's downhill from here. And that's not really important. That's not really fun to watch. So I'll see you guys at the end of his career. So we're in the year 2040, and this kind of seems like this is the year where all players retire. I feel like even in last year's game, this was about the time where we'd have our prospects, or the players that we did a playthrough of their career, retired. And I guess at 46 years old, he's been out of the league for what, five years now? He had a couple trips outside of Chicago. He went to Boston. He had a season in Tampa Bay. He had a season in Miami. And you could tell it really wasn't the same. Actually, the season in Miami was pretty good. Was really good. You got the season in Tampa Bay, not too bad either. But then Boston, it really kind of fell off a little bit. And then he never got a chance again, which is wild. Which, oh man, if I would have known that he was that close to 400 home runs, I probably would have forced it, just thrown him into the Cubs lineup, brought him back for like a little send-off tour, because that's what, 22, right? Yeah, 22 home runs. I bet he could have done that in a season or two. So I think he's gonna be out on the Hall of Fame. Overall though, a really good career. And you know what, that's still pretty good. So 5 years, he would have played till he's 41, because he just turned 46. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he played until he was 41. I mean, that's a solid career. That's a solid career indeed. So a total of just shy of 2,400 hits. He played in 26 games. I know you didn't like the way I said that. I didn't like the way I said that. 501 doubles, 378 for the home runs, 82 triples, 1,200 RBIs, and 236 stolen bases. Finished with a 287 average and OPS sitting at 869 and a slugging of 502. Now let's take a look at the WAR for his career, a 60.7. All right, all-time WAR leaders. I mean, obviously it's not going to be that high compared to, you know, some of the best all-time, but I just want to see if it kind of gives me an idea of where it puts him. So 60.7 throws him in the category of like where Gary Sheffield's sitting, Jim Edmonds, Harmon Killebrew, Bobby Abreu, Ichiro. So he's kind of sitting in that same category. Vlad Guerrero, Mike Piazza, that kind of area of player. Obviously, you know, some of these players are getting hit hard because of like fielding and stuff. And Sammy Sosa's around this area as well. So that's kind of where, you know, Andrew Jones is around the 62 mark. Same thing with Mark McGwire, Todd Helton, Andrew Jones. So you can kind of see where he kind of lines up. How many home runs did he have again? All-time home run leader. Let's take a look at that. All-time home runs. He had 378. I mean, that's a good number. So let's go to 378. 378 puts him 75th overall. I mean, to think he played 14 years in the bigs starting at 27 years old puts him 75th overall. That's impressive. That's impressive. Or tied for 75th overall. So players around him, Todd Helton, just shy of the number that Suzuki got. Jeff Kent, really similar to what he did. Albert Bell's in that category. Ryan Howard, Larry Walker's around there. You've got Lance Berkman, Yogi Berra, Luis Gonzalez. So yeah, those are the kind of players that are sitting out. Stanton currently is at around that number, so you can kind of get an idea of what Suzuki was able to put up in his career. Does he make the Hall of Fame? He falls a little bit short. I think if he would have hit 400 home runs, he would have had a chance. But you know what? That's just the way everything kind of fell into place. That's how today's video ends. So I hope you did enjoy this playthrough of Seiya Suzuki's career. I mean, let me do a little tally of all his accolades. So we've got the Rookie of the Year, a 10-time All-Star, 1 Gold Glove, 3 Silver Sluggers, and 2 World Series wins. I mean, that's not a bad career. I'd be happy with that as a Cubs fan if he was able to put those numbers up throughout his career with the team. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know what player you want to see next. Or if you got another video idea, let me know. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Did you enjoy today's video? If you did, I've got another one for you right here. Boom. Right there. Check it out. It's going to be great. Recommend this one.